Yes.
No.
Second in there is Nathan Jones.
Oh, no. Not him, please.
I don't want Nathan Jones. The one I do want to talk about, third in the betting odds, and I've done a short video on this. Jake's done a short video on this. It'll probably be a breakout topic, so let us know what you think about it in the comments below. Steven Gerrard, right? Because the more I've thought about this and all the people that are linked, I don't know if I'm turning into this might being a slightly good idea out of the best of a situation that we're currently in. Jack, what would you think to Steven Gerrard be Sheffield Wednesday's manager?
Yeah, of course.
That's awful.
I just can't wait for that. No, but I can't wait for that being
if Steven Gerrard does get the job, you're not going near him to interview him.
No.
Maybe not.
No.
But it's strange because he might pull a lot of good talent along into being a Sheffield Wednesday player, but at the same time, he's not set the world. Like, he's only really had lots of success at Rangers, but then Rangers and Celtic are the only clubs that are any good in Scotland. So,
he loves to put a target on his back, doesn't he?
That's kind of. So many bang average managers go to Scotland and do well, all right, because it's what the league is up there. He came down to Villa, massively blew the massive treasure trove that they got from the Jack Grealish sale on players that didn't really work out very well for him.
No, he blew it on his mates.
Well, yeah, Coutinho and whatever. But I don't know, because Lampard, everybody had doubts about Lampard when he went to manage Derby, and he did a very good job there. But ever since then, he's wildly overspent and wildly underdelivered. So it's a gamble. Do we necessarily think that a big-name player is going to make a big-time manager? Because
I think, given this, the only thing that does actually make this appeal to me is I think the Villa job was a step too far for him at this stage. He did well at Rangers, and yes, you can talk about the league. But in terms of... Right, if Chansiri thinks we are closer to the Premier League than we potentially are, and that was the disagreement with Darren Moore, right?
Yeah.
Having a manager like Gerrard come in, this is probably a better level for him to start at. He probably doesn't need to drop to League One. He could probably drop to the Championship, and a club that is a project. With his contact book, we are probably closer with a manager like Gerrard than we would be given the circumstances, because he could come in, he could get some bloody good loans, and that's where it's going to come down to. Good loans to bolster to this squad and get us closer to where Chansiri says he thinks we're going to be this season. That's why I see this being more of a logistical signing, because of the project and the fact that there is somebody that is coming in, was a big-time player, and can use that to sway younger players and bring more of that growth into the club for a project. Jake?
I agree with all that. My only thing is, I don't know how a person who has someone very close to what happened at our stadium, who lost a family member, can look at that stadium every time and manage. That's the only thing that gets me.
There's that side of it. I don't really want to talk about that side of it. I want to talk about the footballing side of it. But I completely get what you're saying. It depends on... I think that would be very much a case of him. If he can separate that for his job...
If you're going on the football side, I think it would be a good appointment. I think you would have to see what funds Chansiri would put into it as well. See what happened. He did very good with Liverpool Youth Academy. Probably would still know some people there. No, Villa got a good academy as well, so you've got the link there. If football isn't that bad to watch either, it's actually decent. And if you wanted a manager that wanted to have a go at players when it wasn't going right, well, the one thing that you can say, he will give them a rocket up the backside. I think the thing you've got is, this would be a really good job for him, but also remember one thing. If he comes in, we are just a stepping stone for him again, like he was at Rangers. He comes in a stepping stone. Do we really want to be in a position where we have, say he comes in, does really well next year, but then Premier League are looking at chopping and changing, and then we're back to square one again?
Well, I think if it's short-termism, isn't it? So if he can get us to the playoffs and we can manage to chance something, I'd take that. And I think I think it's a case of if it's right for him and it's right for the club, it's a move that I am softening on purely because of the situation we are in. So it'd be interesting to see what happens.
It would be.
I know
It would be a good way rejuvenating his manager career and going, look, this is what I did with the club, with what the position they were in. So in that sense, it's a good kind of go. I can do this.
I specifically did a short on this so I could bring it up in this breakout topic here and chat about it. So I'll read the comments that are on that short because I asked people what they thought about it. Jim writes in, says, Gerrard will want to spend, I imagine. Did well at Rangers. John says, I'd take him. Joe says, he'd want to spend money that Chansiri hasn't got. The connections could help us out, though. I'm not convinced he could get us to playoffs, but I wouldn't rule him out either, as the other nobodies on the list don't fill me with any confidence at all. Nat says, not for me. I want someone with more experience. Taz says, no, please. Nathan Jones, Ryan Lowe, Bruno Lage in my opinion. Oof. Nathan Jones. No,
it could never be Nathan Jones because do you know what's come out about him at Southampton? He got intimidated by the size of the club and the players
Southampton
who were there. Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Do you not remember he managed at Southampton?
Yep.
No, I was saying he's intimidated by the size
Stoke,
of the...
by the way.
Yeah.
Same story as when he was at Stoke. He got intimidated by the size of the club and he got intimidated by the players that were in those dressing rooms, sort of saying, I've got no right to tell you how you should be playing football. You know, it's all on you and I just want you to respect kind of where I'd want to take this. And he didn't give them any sort of plan. And there was no, leadership with him. And it'd be the same if he came to Sheffield Wednesday.
Right, okay,
Which is
Southampton
exactly, I think it's
Southampton are
saying
a big
lot.
club, don't get me wrong, but if you talk about he wouldn't come here because I'm looking at I'm doing attendance FC here, by the way. Is their average around 30k? Am I right in saying that?
Who, Southampton?
Yeah, something like that,
yeah.
I think.
Something like
So,
that,
yeah, this season their average was 30k, which is more than our average. But if you think we were in the Premier League, we'd be averaging 30k. So you'd think about the club's relative fan base sizes. Yeah, it'd be similar, you know. Ryan says, I'd defo have him, why not? Better than some unknown who I suspect he will appoint. Rob says, I don't know, but yes, at the same time, I mean, he's got a Liverpool legend and maybe we can get Salah. Lol, joke. I didn't think Michael Carrick can do it. So can Gerrard, maybe.
True.
Daniel says, won't happen.
Sorry.
He says, wants a Prem job, won't ever get that here. No, Liv Clever just says no thanks. Bob says absolutely not. I don't want to be Gerrard's Wednesday like Derby when Rooney and Lampard was there. I get that. I do understand that side of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people talking about his connections to Hillsborough and the family member there. So I do understand that side of it, obviously. Mike
But
says,
he'd also raise the profile of the club.
He would. We'd get media attention.
We'd actually get a lot more attention, and people might finally stop calling us Sheffield.
God.
But question for you.
Yes.
Yes, he will raise the media with us, right? But with everything we just have with Chansiri, is that a good idea?
Well,
Yeah.
if he can
Yeah,
help
no,
put a
I
positive
reckon we
spin
need
on
more.
it,
We need that sort of
we
thing.
need more.
Yeah.
Because if all that's getting put into the media is this negative stuff, like this, the fans forum stuff, and all of that crap that we had in 2021,
We need some good PR.
where it was just literally media piece after piece after piece were just hit pieces on the chairman and the club when we in that relegation season. It was just hit piece after hit piece after hit piece, and we were painted into the mud by the media, just like certain media people tried to do that to us after we beat Newcastle, just because we beat the media darlings Newcastle. So we need a bit of, positive press again. And I honestly think that Gerrard would do that,
We had it, he left.
I'm not holding back today, am I? Jesus, anyway.
You are not.